he can ask you questions, just random questions, and you can actually get up and give a little speech on it. So a little fun little activity, improv too. But Brady, Finklea, if you can come on up.
Great job too, because I think 10% of people that say my last name without hearing it first get it wrong. They say Finklea, so good job. Good speeches too. So for the guests, Toastmasters, most of y'all know this, but for the guests, what we're doing now is kind of that was a lot of fun. This is also fun as well. It's a little different though. What we're doing is we're working on our impromptu speaking now. So I got a little theme going on that's related to the stress relief theme, and I'll get some of you guys up here and answer questions for like 2 to 3 minutes, I think it is, for you guys to work on your impromptu speaking. And so to hit on today's topic of stress relief is we're gonna try to date back to history a little bit, and I feel like when you look back at your past, you always feel like you're less stressed than you are now, no matter if it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, or like 2 years ago. I mean, when you were a kid, think about some of the things that you stress out about. Whether or not I had vertical stripes and horizontal stripes in my shirt and shorts while I was going to school, or making sure the Xbox or PlayStation wasn't going to overheat. I mean, there's things that there were things that were really important back then. You look back, you're like, are you kidding me? That stressed me out. I got to get home so I can make sure it's not catching on fire. I don't want to burn the house down. So today, I've got some cold hard pennies for you guys today. And what we're going to do is I'm going to call one of you guys up at a time, and we'll pick out a penny. And the year on the penny, I want you to think back. So what makes you think about that year, and tell me something about yourself in that year. And there's some that maybe some of the younger people and myself we'll put that one back in and pick out another one. So or you can make it up. I mean, whatever you want to do. It's impromptu. So first, we're going to start out with some Toastmasters, and we'll go to some of the guests. We'll get some Toastmasters. Do we have any volunteers that does not have a speaking role tonight? No, we're kind of limited.
Come on, people step up.
Yeah!
Not just stress, just something that makes you think of the year that maybe you did in that year, or something that happened to you in that year.
2007. Great year for me. Mr. Toastmaster, the year 2007, I was living in New York City, in Manhattan, and in January I said to myself, this will be the year I fall in love. I can feel it. And I did. I met my husband on an interview, and the whole time I had to stare at his nose, because when I meet people that I'm attracted to, I get very nervous, I stumble, say things I shouldn't say, and I really wanted the interview, or the job. So I had to stare at him the whole time, his nose. And he basically talked to me about football. And I said, listen, man, my interview is all about football. We're good.